Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for the full moon that is happening on Friday, the 6th of January. It's happening in Cancer. This is a very nurturing sign. It's also, because it's a full moon, it's always inviting us to release and let go. Cancer, the crowd, really likes to hang tightly onto things, right? It doesn't want to just release and move forward. And so I think that there's some situations in your life where you really need to say, okay, well, that happened. That happened. And what did I learn? I think for you, that's going to be the overarching energy that comes through with this release. The releasing go, I want to say, of judgment of yourself and of others. The more that you can forgive yourself and others in a situation, it allows you to take a different vantage point, step back a little, see things differently, and learn the lesson. The lesson is always the gift. There, you learn something along the way. You learned something about yourself. You learned you were stronger, more resilient. You learned that, oh, I don't like that. That's icky. I love this. This is great. But everything, is always, life is a series of lessons, right? We're in Earth School here. We're supposed to be having fun. It's not supposed to be all work and no play. That being said, there's lessons to be learned. And we came here with the definite soul scripted lessons to be learned. And so something about this, because we've got the moon and the sun. So the sun is in Capricorn and the sun is conjunct Mercury. The exact conjunction for this is actually happening on Saturday, but there they are at 16 degrees and 22 minutes, hanging out, right? And so, and Mercury is moving retrograde, which means the sun and the moon are shining on them, illuminating information, the messenger, right? This is the ability to see things and to get a different perspective and to learn, right? And so as it's moving in retrograde, it's reviewing something, it's going over it again, it's redoing it, it's seeing things in a different perspective. So kind of, so they're showing me the nuthatch right now, which is fascinating. So the nuthatch will walk up and down a tree. And when they get seed, they tuck it in. That's why they walk downwards on a tree. They tuck it into all the little cracks in like the tree. So if you've got something like the pines where they have a lot of knots and different, they tuck them in. And then so they're hiding the seed. And unless you happen to catch the right angle, you're not going to know that it's even there. And so that is one of their survival techniques. It's kind of crafty, right? It's seeing things from a different perspective. And it is their personal knowledge and their wisdom and the way they see things. And that's how they know that they can survive and move to the next phase of their life. And so I feel like there's a situation where it takes a perspective shift at this point in time, one that is based on really counting your blessings of the lessons that you have learned along the way that will enable you to grow and expand in a very beautiful way. This feels very, very inspiring. So we're going to take a look at, I don't know if I mentioned, it's at 16 degrees and 22 minutes is where this is in Cancer. All right, so we're going to look at the energy around what is the challenge or the lesson or the thing that you can change, right? And the full moon is about releasing something out into the world, letting something go or making some kind of a change. And you have here the card of wisdom. And it's number 22, which I really love because it's at 22 minutes. And so it carries that is a significant degree point, 22. And so there's this energy around this. It's divinely guided. Wisdom and knowledge is coming in. So she's standing on the books, all the lessons. Her ship has been ground. Is it in the water? Hold on. I always thought it was on the shore. Yeah, okay. So the little boat she's in is now grounded. So she's come out of the rough seas. The sand is gathered around it. The books are the knowledge and lessons. She's climbing up on top of that, and she's reaching for the wisdom and the knowledge, trying to figure out what the next stage is. It's really very powerful energy, Aquarius, for you. You got Venus that just moved into your sign, also bringing the opportunity to really evaluate things. So this full moon here, the opportunity is called great and full. So This is creative energy. It's very much like an Ace of Cups, but there's something being dropped into it and the splashing out. And I almost feel like it's the information that comes in, the wisdom, the knowledge, the insight that comes in, and it splashes out, which means your cup starts to overflow. You're like, oh, it's like the aha moment. Like, I figured something out. I learned something. And so the more that you are willing to count your blessings, and the blessings here are going to be the lessons. And so sometimes lessons sting. They really do. But they help us to grow as people. And so you're in an opportunity with this full moon to really do some serious growth. So, and it's growth that brings in stability, because this is the number of 4. And 4 is stability. And it says here, the mindful practice of gratitude, knowing that you are enough, committing to your intention, a sense of sufficiency, and letting go of attachments to form. So one of the things is the opportunity that's coming in here is the wisdom and the knowledge. Yes. Okay. That's totally one. And the other thing here is this energy of the year ahead. This is the last full moon before the new moon in your sign. And the new moon in your sign really kicks off that energy. It's the lunar water rabbit. And so the speed picks up and the ability for prosperity picks up. And counting your blessings, which are the lessons that you've learned along the way. So maybe it's not been an easy path, like there's a lot of sand there. Maybe it's not been easy, but it's been filled with great things that have taught you so much. And so start there. And then commit to the process of, I have this target. Look, she's reaching for the target. I have this target. And taking steps that are in alignment with your goal of reaching it. And so the advice that comes through here is you have an emotional release. I know that air signs don't particularly like it when they cry. But sometimes you just really need to move the energy that way. And when you have a full moon in Cancer, that's a lot of emotional energy. The moon, which is your emotional body of your astrology chart, rules Cancer. So the moon is very much in charge of this situation, and she wants you to recognize and pay attention to your emotions, particularly when you have this Ace of Cups kind of energy as the opportunity. So this is an opportunity for you to really get in touch with your emotions, to see how you really feel about things, to count your blessings, and be willing to let go of the things that don't work. And then when you do this, that's where the growth comes in. You have the card of growth. You have an opportunity. I believe really this is soul growth energy. The energy is really shifting in general overall into your sign. Saturn's wrapping up his time in your sign. He'll be out of there, I think like March 7th. So Saturn's really busy helping you to find the structure, to see where the lessons were, to grow, to lift you up. And then Pluto's going to dip into your sign for a little bit this year. And then he's going to go back into Capricorn. He might do 1 or 2 more. I think he might do another ingress after that and dip back into Capricorn. But over the next few years, so within the next 3 years, Pluto is going to be in your sign. It won't just transform you, it's going to transform the world. Like, anybody who doesn't think we're actually in the age of Aquarius isn't paying attention. But when Saturn gets there, when Pluto gets there, and he's transforming the situation, and he spends, what is it, like 9, 10 years in a sign? 12, 14? I don't know, he's there forever. When he gets there, that's the big change. And so, setting yourself up for success now by allowing the growth to happen, by doing the release, allowing yourself to cleanse and heal, and by becoming emotionally, feeling the emotion of gratitude and letting that flood your system. You have the card of citrine for your crystal. It says, I am confident and courageous. It is safe for me to be powerful. It is safe for you to be powerful, and it is safe for you to express your emotions. There's power in doing that. There's power in having the full range that is available to you. You can reach higher than almost anybody, right? But In the star card, which represents your sign, she also has her foot on the earth and in the water. She's balanced, she's grounded, she's in her emotions. That's how she heals, right? That's a healing card. And so this isn't just about healing you, but it's the ability to heal others. But it always starts with healing ourselves. Always starts there, right? Self-love, forgiveness, those things we give to ourselves first. And when we can do that, then we can do that for others. So if you're not there yet, that's the place to start here. That's where the growth happens. So this is expand self-confidence and awareness of personal magnificence. Remember divine essence, increase mental clarity, exude joy, enthusiasm, and happiness, and shine your light. So if you're feeling a little out of sorts, have a good cry with that full moon, and then focus on what you want to do next. Focus on the joy. Focus on counting your blessings, feeling great and full, so that you can draw and attract the highest quality vibrational energy back to yourself. All right, I'm going to link here and in the description box below the video for this week. They come out Sunday mornings if you don't know that yet. And then Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. I always do a video with a collective reading. The one that came out on the 1st covered the Venus into your sign. So if I want to check that out, energy. And then the one that's coming out this Sunday coming up, we're going to look at Mars finally freaking going direct. Can't wait for that. That's happening in a fellow air sign. So I think that I haven't recorded that one yet, but I expect that'll be some really good news for you. And I'm on Facebook every day if you want to get a little more into the astrology. So lots of opportunities to connect. That premiere video, my favorite thing about it is the chat. So join the live chat if you come in for that. All right? You guys take really good care. I mean that. It's okay to have a good cry. It's going to be the water that fertilizes your soul for growth. All right, you take care. Talk to you soon.